Hey everyone, Sophia here from my great challenge. Let's not disrupt the sleepy cat. I just want to give you an update on my work. Still under construction for the front and the backyard. This was this weekend's work. I added a shepherd's hook. You can see here with a basket with fuchsia, a hummingbird feeder, and some salvia here at the bottom. They're going to grow a little bit bigger. These are my peonies. Yes, they are in bloom. They are so fragrant. I absolutely love them. When they fall over under their own weight, I usually cut them and put them in vases, but these are the ones that are in the front. They're so pretty. People stop by and take pictures and, of course, take a sniff. Love them. They are called Emile de Batten. They are double peonies. Hot pink in color. Love the sun. So fragrant. Love those. Absolutely love those. These are the hydrangeas, and you can see that they have a few buds coming out. I gotta remember to put the pH powder in them to make sure that they turn out blue. Let's check progress on the St. John Paul II rose. This is a hybrid tea rose. So happy, finally some foliage. Noticed a few aphids the other day. I have to get some spray for them. And then on the other side, yes, it's graduation week and a certain somebody is graduating. So I have all the graduation paraphernalia to embarrass him for everyone to see. This is the Olympiad, the Rose Olympiad rose. It's a little bit late, but it is coming nicely just as well. And here we are here in the backyard. I received all my gravel. This is 5 cubic yard of gravel I'm going to use for my French drain right here. You see the big trench, the water's coming down. I calculated it takes about 3 days for it to empty out. It took me about 1.5 years to figure that out, but I'm working on it. And last weekend I finished the part of the fence that you see here. I put up the chicken wire. It's more like turkey wire actually, and then started the perimeter, and this is what I'm going to work on today. This is Saturday. I have to finish the entire perimeter. This is going to keep the soil inside the garden, and then the little square you see in the front, I'll show you. This is something that I'm working on tomorrow, Sunday. It's going to be for a dry dock with gravel, so you can kind of change your shoes or whatever. But you see everything is pretty much installed, and I'm just going to go ahead and start doing the rest. I'm going to show you how I install the perimeter. Let me show you how I'm doing this, right? Look over here. I'm installing this board right here, and in order for me to level it and hold it, I only have 2 hands. I'm using a clamp right here to hold it exactly where I want it to be, and this is where I used to have the string. So then I go here, I put my level on, and I can see from the bubble that I'm not leveled, and you can see here I'm not leveled, right? So I'm just going to move it up a little bit like this up until I get, there we go. And then I position it exactly where I want it to be. And I can start drilling on this end, and once this end here is done, then I can remove the clamp and I can come and work on this side. So let me get started. And here we go. I have all panels installed. We just have to till now and bring all the soil all around and level it. It's looking pretty good. It's square, and I'm going to show you how you find out whether or not you are level. So I put a bar like this at the corner, make a triangle, and that pretty much tells you whether or not you're leveled. So you do that on every corner. So this is the second corner by the entrance. And again, this is the area that's going to be boxed in and graveled. And this is a little bit off, but that's okay. Here's the third corner. Let's see if it's leveled. Yes, I'm right there in between the two marks. And the last corner, I think I'm a little out of focus for that one. But that one was also leveled. You see I'm right in between the two bars. So yep, the perimeter and all the posts are done. This was major work. It took all day, but I like it. So now we are on Sunday, and what I have to do is install a header for the entrance. So this is some kind of apparatus that I've created here. You see I'm spreading the two poles with a shovel, which I locked with a clamp to see if I'm level. And then I have to basically keep moving the shovel down to spread those two together. And then over there, because I'm only by myself and working with just two hands, I put two clamps on top so that I can rest my header. And then I'm holding it with bungee cords so that I can get on the ladder and go in with the screws. And here it is. I have to do another one on the other side, but right now I need to focus on doing the box because I have to get an entrance. And this has to be closed off because I plan on probably tilling sometimes this week. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm using clamps. I'm going to create a full square here where the gravel is going to go. And I have to put together some nailers. You see I'm holding them with the clamps so that my boards are reinforced. Always checking with the level to make sure that I am perfectly leveled. You don't want anything to move. This is a little bit off, so I'm probably going to have to move it up a little bit. And underneath there, I'm going to put big rocks, and what's going to happen is that when the water goes down in the gravel, it will escape into the trench from that little opening there with the big rocks. So it took about 15 buckets altogether. And that was hard work, but I managed. You see the big rocks there at the bottom. That's just to give it a little bit more strength and also to avoid gravel going into the regular soil for the garden, because once you till, then you get all of those in your soil. And then I tempered it with the big tamper here. You see that? And that makes it really, really solid as a surface. And again, the reason I'm putting this there as a front gate is so that when you come in and the garden is a little bit wet, you can change your shoes and put on boots, and then you come out of the garden, it acts as a boot scraper, and then change your shoes again and you'll be fine. You're not dragging mud all over the garden and the house. So here it is. That was Sunday's work. I have the whole box done, and one of the two headers for the front entrance is going to be a gate there. Pretty happy. It's all leveled, and the box here is pretty square. I'm a little bit off by maybe 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if you can see on the right, I'm a little off, but that's okay. And that's a very hard surface. So again, this is a boot scraper. And then all of this is going to get tilled and leveled, and that would be it. Next week what I'll do is the banister, middle rail, and then I'll start working on the trench probably the second week in June. I still have to drain it and get a sump pump and figure out what we're going to do with it. But this area here, the front side by the driveway, is also going to be entirely covered with gravel, so it's going to look very neat and clean. And that would be it. I hope you enjoyed this video update on the work I'm doing in the garden. I love it. It's hard work, but I don't mind. It's for a good cause. I'll have a vegetable garden.